Good morning, Wolves, and happy Monday before the first day of school. Eek! So exciting. I'm just really getting ready to welcome kiddos, and I want to make sure that you guys have some, not all, but some of the information that you need to get started this school year. So when you look at the list of things in the newsletter, don't freak out. It's necessary. It'll be there for a little while. Won't cover a ton of it as after this week, just there for reference, but want to make sure it's in there. So we're going to start by sharing the bell schedule. That way you all know where your kiddos are for their different scheduled periods of the day, when their lunch is, and just a reminder, no lunches from DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything like that during lunchtime. And also knowing the bell schedule, if you do need to come up and pick up your child or talk with them or do something, the visits with children will happen during passing periods, so that way you'll know when those are. We don't want to interrupt instruction in class time. We're not going to call kids out during that time. So having that bell schedule helps you plan how you're going to function with us throughout the day, have that sense of urgency for being in the classroom, and respecting that class time of those teachers, but also allowing you that flexibility of knowing where the kids are. So the bell schedule is attached. A reminder to charge computers. So if you're returning Wolf and you have your devices at home, get them charged tonight. And make sure you have a process for that every day, right? We are asking our kids to be responsible with these devices that they are basically borrowing from us, but need for their daily exchange in class. So having a place in the house where they can plug up every night next to their backpack so they get it in the morning, just making sure that those are charged each day so that they can engage in that work they need to do for their classes. We do have Wolf Camp information. We had Wolf Camp last week. It was awesome. Lots of people came out. I wanted to share the presentation. If you didn't come to Wolf Camp or you're not new to Danville, you could still look at the presentation. Lots of information about what's coming up, and also our core value information, discipline, procedures, things like that are in this presentation. So even if you're a former Wolf, it's nice for you to look at it and get informed on what we talked about with our incoming sixth graders and our new to Danville. We do have the teacher wish list still, now that you have a draft schedule of where the kiddos are, if you want to look at those, maybe first day gifts or as the year starts. Just appreciative of those of you that do gift the teachers, not required, just something that is nice to do as they work with your kids for the year. We do have core values listed here. I want to talk to you about the core values: being safe, being respectful, being responsible. We're going to talk about this with the kids on Wednesday when I have their grade level expectations meetings with the whole grade level for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. But our teachers tomorrow will be talking to them about what it looks like to be safe, respectful, and responsible in each of their classrooms. So wanted to share that information with you, what those graphics look like, and also just a reminder that those are life skills that we have as adults: being safe, respectful, and responsible. We know the consequences if we're not those things, and so really teaching the kids what these core values mean and how to live them here at school. So with that, take a look at those different visuals, the things we're going to have hanging in those common areas in the hallway restrooms, at the bus dismissal on the buses and transportation, and also in the hallways. I think I said hallways, cafeteria, and restrooms. Dress code. People are warning me about dress code. They're like, just wait till you see how much skin you see, things like that. I get it. Right, I get it. There's not a lot of options out there for knee-length shorts, if you hear what I'm saying. But I do want to make sure that we're respectful of ourselves, of our bodies, of what we're doing at school. So please be mindful of what the kiddos are wearing to school. No undergarments showing, no saggy pants where underwear are hanging out, no holes in the back of shirts where we see bras or even sports bras, nothing off the shoulder where we're seeing bra straps. Don't want to see cheeks, from the shorts. So please make sure that we're dressed appropriately for school. It's cold in this building, and so having a jacket or a hoodie or something like that to wear as well is important, but no hoods on the head. We'll ask for those to be taken off for security reasons. But please be mindful of what we're asking students to wear to school. This is their job. There's a dress code for me. There's a dress code for you. There's a dress code for them. So please make sure they follow it as they leave for school each day. Free and reduced lunch application. So if you're in need of free and reduced lunch, free and or reduced lunch applications provided for you. Reminders of arrival and dismissal. My ask is just be patient as our new families to Danville learn the process, and also just getting our kids in and out of school safely. Again, please be kind to our staff that are out there helping. It's not nice and cool out there. It's hot and spicy out there in the afternoon. So they're out there sweating, but also trying to get your kiddos to you. So please be mindful of how we treat each other, using good core values of being safe and respectful out there in the parking lot. But again, please be patient. If you're not sure what bus your child is supposed to ride, the bus information transportation section is in there. ID badges, just a reminder that our kids are going to be required to wear them here at the high school. It is in our handbook from Comal ISD as a requirement. So if your child doesn't have a badge or they're new to Danville, they will get one tomorrow. They will get their picture taken. We will print them here at school and they will have them. But anytime that they are out and about in the campus, it should be on their person. If not, they will be asked to return to class to get it if they have it with them. And if they don't, before first period in the cafeteria, they can get a temporary. So many temporaries will result in a discipline referral. We don't want that to happen. This is about being responsible, right? Mine's on right here every day, okay? So having those ID badges on. Our safe standard response protocol for our drills is listed, so you understand what the process is for our holds and our evacuates, our lockdowns, our secures. So familiarize yourself with that. Cell phone policy, we've reviewed this each week. If we see them, we take them. Your AirPods, smart glasses, smart watches, none of those are allowed. They will be taken as well. Of course, returned, but just be aware that we will take those. Attendance, please update yourself on what our attendance requirements are. 90% rule. Kids get, as many absences as they need when they're sick or for other excused absence purposes, but I was looking and we have kids with 40 and 50 absences. That is a huge impact on instruction and learning, can create big learning gaps. So please make sure you're at school. It's important to be here. GT referral is online, Mr. Coach Carter. He's our GT teacher this year, and those referrals are open for parents to refer their kiddos if they aren't already identified as gifted and talented. So check out that referral form there. We've added the extracurricular handbook, so anybody involved in any sort of extracurricular activities, not just sports, but band and dance and cheer and robotics and all the things, just what to do as you are involved in those extracurricular activities so that you're aware that there is a handbook there. There is a code of behavior. There are expectations for when you're representing Danville in those places. So please review that from our school district. Our athletic event expectations. So when you are at an athletic event, how you present yourself, how you represent Danville, the behaviors that we expect from kids and parents, and what we want when we're at those places is to be positive, cheer our kids on. There's frustration with referee calls and things like that, but how do we respectfully disagree with those versus getting ourselves into some trouble? So please take a look at what those expectations are for students and for our families. Volleyball tryouts. Cross-country tryouts, those are in our announcements from athletics section, so take a look at those. How we communicate from Danville with our Parent Square, our Facebook, Sports U. So make sure you're looking at this newsletter, even if you're not listening to me. But if you're not listening to me, you didn't hear that. So please make sure that you stay connected to our campus. Got to know what your kids are doing, got to know what we're doing. Comal also has an email they send out called the Comal Communicator, so gave some information on where to go for that communications page from the Comal ISD website. We also have our academic calendar, and then lastly, our who to call from Danville if you need to get in touch with somebody. So it's basically everybody who's in our front office or helps make the school function on a daily basis from the office area. So our counselors, our student support service staff member, Miss Lucinda, our senior associate, Juanita and Karina outside, our nurse, ourselves as admin. So we're all listed there. Call the front office so you can figure out who you need to get in touch with. But that's just a quick reference so you know who all's there, who all's new, and who all's returning. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Let's make it a great first day. I'm so excited to have kids in this building. I keep telling people I need children here. We need to get to know them and meet them and see them in action and see these teachers teaching. And we have really gotten prepared for them. So I hope that you're as excited as we are. Thank you for your welcoming. What do I want to say? I felt so grateful to be here, and you've been so welcoming, and thank you for that. And I hope that if I haven't met you, I get to, and we get to shake hands and get to know each other a little bit this year. So safe, respectful, responsible. Remember those 3 words. Talk about them at home. We're going to talk about them here at school. Let's get ready to have a great 26-27 school year.